Welcome to Nalla Narasimha Reddy Education Society Group of Institutions Integrated Campus. Structural Engineering 1 Reinforced Cement Concrete. In last videos, I explained about loads. What are the loads acting on the structures? That is the different type of structures. Maybe residential buildings, industrial buildings, steel structures, high-rise buildings, that is tall structures. So various loads will act on a structure. In this lecture, we'll discuss some more topics about the loads, how to calculate. Here we'll see in this lecture dead load, right? See here, what is dead load? Already I explained to you regarding dead load. Here, see, dead load is self-weight of the structure or immovable weight on the structure. Immovable fixtures, maybe partition walls or fixed fixtures, that is immovable fixtures. So dead load includes load that are relatively constant over a time. See, this dead load will not vary with the time. Will not vary with the time. Not today, tomorrow, after 10 years. See, approximately life, what is the life of RCC structure? 80 years to 100 years. So the dead load is same in respect of time. Suppose roof slab is there. The self-weight of the roof slab is dead load. It is also permanent static load. See here, one very important point here. Code book IS 875 Part 1 1987 gives a unit weight of the building materials. See, the first vertical load that is considered is dead load. Self-weight of the structure members, permanent partition walls, even permanent equipment and weight of different materials, and self-weight of roofs, beams, columns. These are all permanent parts of the building. Now, these are very important. We have to remember all these units. See, the unit weight of commonly building materials generally given in this table. First one is plain cement concrete. What is plain cement concrete? Say, suppose plain cement concrete means 1:4:8. So 1 cement, 4 sand, 8 is coarse aggregates. There is no reinforcement, only plain cement concrete. So the unit weight of plain cement concrete, that is PCC, is 24 kilonewton per meter cube. See here, if you see, this is 24 kilonewton per cubic meter. So suppose if you know the size of the element, you can calculate the unit weight of that member. How to calculate? Just I will explain. Say, suppose one member is there. Say 2 into 2 into 2 cubic meter. 2 meters by 2 meters by 2 meters. Okay. See, here, what is the unit weight? First you calculate that cube member. That cube member. See, volume of the what cube here. See, okay, just you should have calculator here. I'm unable to show you here calculator. So 2 into 2 into 2 meters into 2 meters into 2 meters, 8 cubic meters. Okay, 8 cubic meters into 24. That you will get how much? Yeah, 192 cubic meter. See, 2 into 2 into 2, 8. 8 into 4, 192 kilonewtons. The value of plain cement concrete, the weight is 192 kilonewtons. Okay. In this way, you have to calculate. I will explain with examples in coming topics, coming videos. And similarly, reinforced cement concrete. What is the unit weight of reinforcement concrete? See, this is also very important point in calculations of loads of RCC structures. Say 25 kilonewton per meter cube, because here it included reinforcement steel. So steel weight considered in the PCC. So whenever reinforcement is there in PCC, that is reinforced cement concrete. That's why the weight will be more. That is 25 kilonewton per meter cube. For your columns, beams, slabs, staircase, footings, everywhere you have to consider this unit weight 25 kilonewton per meter cube. For example, same also, say 2 meters by 3 meters, that is a rectangular column. Height is say 6 meter, 2 into 3 into 6, 6 into 6, 36 into 25. That is your weight of RCC structural element, component element. Okay, so in this way you have to calculate. See, it seems to be if you understand, it's very easy to solve the problems. These are basic concepts of the RCC. See, previously they have not included these concepts in the first unit, but this time you are very lucky to have this concept in the first units. Similarly, brick masonry including your cement plastering, is 20 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay, so suppose wall is 3 meter length of 0.3 meter, that is 300 width. Height is 3 meters. So 3 into 0.3 into 3, that is volume of your brick wall. That volume into this unit weight, you will get weight of the total brick masonry. Okay, total brick masonry weight you will get. And similarly, stone masonry, that is 24 kilonewton per meter cube. See, generally this we will use in basement. See, per cubic meter, what is the unit weight? 24 kilonewton, almost equal to plain cement concrete. Okay, and wood, yeah, generally this will take as a generally wood 8 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay, when you are going to calculate loads, you have to take in this way. Okay, volume into your unit weight. Similarly, steel, I think you know very well, 78.5 kilonewton per meter cube. You know where this one in kgs also 7850 kg per cubic meter. That is in kilonewton, 78.5 kilonewton per meter cube. Reinforcement nearly 1, so this is included in this one. So that's why in RCC 25 kilonewton per meter cube. Similarly, floor finish. In the problem, if they may not give, sometime you are asked to find, including the floor finish, to design the slab or beam. So you have to consider this 0.6 to 1.2 kilonewton per meter cube. We'll discuss some more points in the next video.